flag in the air. Jen Hall rolls the outside to the lead. Here comes Iggy on emerge, gets loose up top and gonna make contact with David Phippen. Ends up straightening out. Bill Black able to clear Curtis Lansing on the outside and force that 21 truck back into fourth. Oh, and Curtis Lansing gonna turn it around. Got loose that time out of turn 4. Was pushing a little tight, had to put too much wheel into it. And green flag in the air. There goes that 99 of Jalen Rice on the outside, trying to roll to the lead early on. And we will get caution lights on. Green flag back in the air. Chad Jennings rolls across the start-finish line first, so I believe this race is officially underway. But there comes Jalen Rice once again on the inside. Jalen Rice looking for that front. Oh, putting it right up on that wall on the exit of turn 4. And we're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Chad Jennings caught in the middle, a little bit of contact, and that's going to loop J.R. Shanks around into the infield. Row number 3 got Palomares and Yesu, but green flag back in the air, and we're back racing. And here comes the 2 of Chad Jennings taking the top side, goes 3 wide, making his way back through the field, but tight side-by-side battle at the front for the lead. Jalen Rice has the nose up front outside. J.R. Shanks really trying to get that car to catch down low. And you saw how loose he got in the middle of 3 and 4 that time. That car almost ended up in the infield grass once more. You see J.R. Shanks has gotten the momentum back up and is now looking to the inside and has a head full of steam, looking for the lead. Jalen Rice able to hold on to the outside though, keep a nose out front. Enter in 3 and 4. Shanks enters low in 3 and 4 once more, trying to drive down to the inside. Ooh, he hooks that car sideways in 1 and 2 once more, putting a lot of wheel into it and able to catch it once again. Oh, getting up near that wall, Jalen Rice has to save it, and here comes J.R. Shanks down the front straightaway. Rice had to get way off the throttle that time, and J.R. Shanks able to find his way back around. Here comes Rice, throttles back up on the back straightaway. Some lap traffic in there. He's pushing down low to the inside. We'll move that car out of the way. Lap traffic in the way, though. It has to fall back in line behind J.R. Shanks, who holds on for the win. Green flag in the air. Trying to get to the inside of her teammate Brian Love, but Brian doing a great job holding strong on the outside. Those swings a little bit into Yaw, getting into the middle of the corner that time, and they'll go tight door to door on the back straightaway, and a little bit of contact entering turn 3. And Jen Hall moves up the track and moves Brian Love up faster, but Jen Hall's now been closing in by about 0.2 of a second, lap after lap, and that defensive move by David Phippen might have cost him. White flag in the air, he still holds the lead. Jen Hall trying to get the run on the inside, but will she be able to build the momentum? David Phippen loose up top. Just about lost the car, but able to stay in there side by side. And he'll get one more charge on the outside of 3 and 4, but Jen Hall makes the last lap pass to stay perfect on the season. And Pete Smith waves that green, and our mini stocks are racing. There goes Roger Raymond right away on the race start with Garrett Gillum tucked behind Mark Bertram. Roger Raymond's going to roll the outside up to second. Though not able to hold on to that spot, Garrett Gillum working the middle has got himself up to second around both Lane Campbell and Mark Bertram. He was a little bit faster that last lap around as well, so back-to-back laps, finding himself charging towards the front. But Roger Raymond still holds about a car length advantage coming through 3 and 4 this time. We'll get the halfway to go that time. Already 7 laps in, 8 laps to go, and it looks like the 14 of Lane Campbell's having a problem on the back straightaway, off the pace, down low and already going a lap down. Garrett Gillum able to take the low side that time in 1 and 2 and work to the lead around Roger Raymond. And another big drive through the middle of 3 and 4 from Roger Raymond has him right in there. White flag in the air. And Raymond comes up the track a little bit. Before falling back in line, and he'll go down low on that back straightaway, comes off the wall, and is absolutely sending it in 3 and 4, but that'll send him high and wide as Garrett Gillum holds on for his third win of the season, his second straight. Green flag out in the air for our Edmore Chevrolet Modifieds. And all sorts of 2 looking 3 wide action on the race start there, but Paul French Jr. backs out thinking twice about it. But Nick O'Neill gonna pull side by side for second on the outside of Bill Engel. The modified standings now going head to head at the front of the field. And Nick O'Neill has a strong run on the inside and is able to get a nose out front on the back straightaway. Rolls the low side of 3 and 4, coming up the track a little bit. That'll force a tight situation for Dwayne Hunt. He's able to hold on to the outside, and we'll look for another big drive through that 1 and 2 corner. Gonna get the halfway to go this time. 15 laps complete, 15 laps to go for Nick O'Neill, looking for his first win of 2025. Tight battle for second right now, though. The 21X of Rod Heastand is right on the back bumper of Dwayne Hunt Jr., looking to the low side in 3 and 4. Looking out Nick O'Neill's front windshield, he has the 0 of Dan Clark right out in front of him. Look like Dan Clark's rolling his high side line. That's going to force O'Neill to try and look down low for the pass. Though easily sets up that pass in 1 and 2, able to get a really clean drive and clear pass. Dan Clark on that low side. Here comes Pat Bush looking for that podium spot. Looking to the inside of Dwayne Hunt Jr. Maybe a little bit of contact that time out of turn 2, but nevertheless, Pat Bush clears for third. Closing the distance he needs. White flag waves in the air. One more time around for Nick O'Neill, who has built up a steady lead, about a half straightaway on the second place driver, Rod Heastand. And taking the checkered flag for the first time in 2025, Nick O'Neill wins the Icebreaker Edmore Chevrolet Modified Main. Pace car drops down for the final race start tonight. Trucks building momentum through 3 and 4, and we are racing. David Levitt holding about a 3-4 truck length advantage with those 2 caught battling side by side. Catlin gets a nose out front. Across the front straightaway, will try to drive down low. Looks very similar to his pass against Jen Hall. Just trying to drive deep into that corner, but Gillespie able to hang out on the outside another lap. He'll find some pace right through the middle of that corner. Got a little bit loose though, and that'll allow Calvin Catlin. Still, though, most of our top 4 has spread out. Trying to build up a run right now to try to track down leader David Levitt. Calvin Catlin in the best position, and Ryan Leslie all over the place in turn 2. Calvin Catlin had to go low to avoid him. Just looked like that 13 car got a little bit loose, testing the pace. He paced down the front straightaway as he's made his way around Cody Morgan, putting him a lap down with 5 laps to go. Oh, and we got a truck around out of turn 4. That's the 21 of Curtis Lansing. David Levitt's going to check up, and that causes a caution. The last thing David Levitt wanted to see. But he may finish 11th with the 21 of Curtis Lansing still off the track here, so he'll at least get 1 spot. But green flag back in the air here. Strong restart on the outside for David Levitt. Able to clear Calvin Catlin's truck down into 1. Though Calvin Catlin, big drive on the bottom side of 1 and 2, really set up to drive through that corner and is able to hold side by side with Levitt out front. Oh, and Jeffrey Gillespie gets loose and almost turns it around down to turn 4. Able to corral it and keep it under him, and is running strong in 5th place. As white flag in hand in the flag stand, and will wave for the final time tonight. White flag for David Levitt. May 4th, 2024, his last time to victory lane in a Thunder truck. Now just 2 more corners. Drives nice and easy through the middle, still making great pace though. David Levitt takes the checkered flag as the former Thunder Truck champion returns to victory lane. And once again, David Levitt and Nick O'Neill back in victory lane at the action track built for speed. Have a good night.